Sit back, relax a little bit. Let me tell you a story. See if yours is anything like mine. Remember when I was a kid? So much better when I popped the lid. Feel the rap or open it up.
Exactly, listen to Sean. Right, and Cash Out's the easy way to get money transferred when you're out with friends. So hop into that and then we'll get back to it.
He said, baby, jump in the back, boy. Tailgate crazy.
Tailgate crazy. What's going on, everybody? It's Sunday morning, so you know what that means. I came to bring you those injury updates, man. I'm the bus driver. I'm here. It's Fantasy Reports live every Sunday morning, usually a little earlier. We're getting it right, man. This weekend we just been a little bit off, but whatever. We here. We getting it. We ready to go. And it's really, like I said last Sunday, it's just to remind you to sit your lineup, man. Sit your lineup. Don't forget, check your injuries, check your last minute injuries, sit your roster, sit your lineup. That was the one thing I felt like really kind of stumped me or hurt me last season. So I was like, yo, if I'm having trouble sitting my lineup, I'm sure other people are as well. Plus, whatever, like a chance to come and chop it up, talk football for a minute, right? As we get into this Sunday morning. All right, so how's it going, everybody? Welcome again. This is Sunday morning. Thank you guys that have joined in, that are joining in. So excited to be here. Happy to talk some football. So let's talk about your lineups. Get your lineups in the chat. Let's see what those lineups are. Get your start or set questions in the chat, and we'll see where those are. And we'll just kind of work our way through these games, you know. If you want to talk about a game, get it in the chat. We'll stop, and I'm ready to chop it up, right? I'm ready to just chop it up, some random game football. That's why I got the bandwagon all over the place, man. So, you know, come hang out with me. Like I said, I'm the bus driver. This is Fantasy Reports that you're watching on Shady Sports Network. So if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe too. Head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. I think we're nearing 2,900 subscribers right now. So I want to get to 10,000 by the end of the NFL season, and I think it's super possible. So tell your friends, you know what I mean? Tell your family members, tell your cousins, your aunts, your uncles, whoever. Tell everyone to just go subscribe. Hit that bell button so you can see we got live sports. We had the Mountain West yesterday with San Jose State playing. So we got Mountain West football. We got Big Three basketball. We got some hockey. We got NASCAR updates. Come on, one of the biggest fan bases out there. So join in, tune in, check us out. Check out the Discord. Check out the website. Most importantly, head over to the YouTube and hit subscribe, because we're just in it to win it, guys, right? So don't forget to set your lineup. This is the bus drivers week 3 start set injury update. So we'll work our way down. But you know how I do whenever I get into it. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with some promos. And then I'll be right back, guys.
You thought you wanted Gunther against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA Knight. Oh, okay. And then LA Knight hopped out the car. Let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Join them live here on Shady Sports Network as well, too, every Monday. So, guys, we got something popping every day of the week, I'm pretty sure. So come hang out with us, man. Come hang out with me, most importantly, right? I'm the bus driver. I'm rolling this bus around, keeping it cruising. You know what I mean? Last weekend we had TJ. Yesterday we had my coworker Reem. So we got people coming and hanging out with us. So come hang out, man. I'm up for it. I'm down for it whenever. So all you guys out there watching, please don't forget to hit that like button. Like I said, I'm the bus driver, and this is the week 3, my week 3 NFL start set injury updates. Getting this going, just showing you guys where we're going with it, because I am not the best with my preparation, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better with preparation. That's the goal this year, is getting my prep on point, because I don't make this show pop. But anyway, I want to just keep you updated on these games, right? We'll start with the early morning slate. So we'll look at the Bengals and the Vikings game. Obviously, we all know, who's out in that game, right? JJ McCarthy out, Joe Burrow out, Aaron Jones out, right? Everyone and their mother is out. Jay Jetta's not out, right? Jamar Chase isn't out. So we still got good players out there, but we do have some of the main cast maybe not around today. So looking at that first game, I'm sure a lot of you had Joe Burrow starting, obviously. I'm sure. Let's see. I wonder if it shows me how many people have them starting, because I'm sure a lot of people had JJ McCarthy. I had JJ McCarthy, right? In my dynasty. He looked good that first game. I thought we were going to see something, but I'm sure a lot of people had Aaron Jones as one of their running backs too. So that's big blows. Some early round draft pick blows, right? I guess it doesn't really let me see right now how many people have him. Okay, there we go. There's availability. Nope. Doesn't really show you. And I guess a lot of people dropped them in some leagues too. Anyway, so this game changed instantly, right? You thought it was going to be a highlight reel game. And nope. I mean, we're looking at Jake Brown and, Carson Wentz. We're looking at, Jordan Mason, which is not bad when Jordan Mason sends, but, we're looking at an entirely different cast and a couple of other guys sprinkled in there. So it's an entirely different game. But anyway, just looking at that, and we got out. So we got Joe Burrow, JJ McCarthy, Aaron Jones, the big ones out for fantasy football. There's a ton of other guys out, and I hope all those guys get better. But for fantasy football, that's who we got out, right? So just looking at some start set from this game. Obviously, you still want to start Jamar Chase. You got him. You're still going to want to roll him out, as he is still projected to get, over 17 points, which is, it's solid. And you can go anywhere. Last week, he went over 40 points, right? So we know, Browning's going to toss it around the field, which is why I have Browning as a start too, right? You probably need a quarterback, and you probably had to replace Burrow. Why not just replace him with Browning, right? No need to try to reinvent the wheel. Just go and just get Browning and replace him with him. So yeah, you got him projected to get over 16 points. Not really spectacular, earth-shattering. He got over 20 points last week coming in. What was that in? Let's see. He came in what? The second quarter, third quarter. So, nothing too crazy, too wild. Still came in and managed to get QB1 fantasy points in PPR, right? So, I got Browning as a start. Maybe not a must start. If you have a solid backup already, stick with him, right? But if you don't, just pick him up and use him. Chase Brown, I got Chase Brown. I think he's going to go off, man. He has been creeping the last 2 weeks at 13 points first week, 12.5 for the second week. This week, I think we're going to see a lot of Chase Brown, right? I think we're going to see a lot of Chase Brown. So I think it's going to be a good week for him. So go ahead and start Chase Brown. I'm starting him every week if I got him. T. Higgins, I believe he should be – yeah, so we got T. Higgins out there, man. Last week he got 15 points. He got a Teddy as well, so expect, they're, both sides. They're both out there. They're both going to eat because Brown is going to chuck it up. So I think that's good. I think don't be afraid to rock with T. Higgins if you got him in that wide receiver 2 slot. If you're lucky enough to have him in that flex spot, put him in there. Keep him in there, right? You know, they got him at wide receiver 40 going into the day, so I feel pretty good about that. Looking over at the other side, obviously Justin Jefferson, you're gonna want to start Justin Jefferson. It's been a little, you know, but it's Justin Jefferson, right? You always want to start him, and then I mean Carson Wentz was once a starting quarterback in this league, you know, not just always a backup. So, you know, 14 points, almost 15 in the first week, 11 points last week. Didn't really do a whole lot. 81 receiving yards still, you know, 3 receptions. Had to do a whole lot on his own. It would have been nice to see one go for a tutty. Probably would have, you know, just changed that entire outlook. But that's what we're probably going to see this week. Something break away for a tutty. I mean, Jordan Mason, you want to start Jordan Mason. He's over on the other side. I think that will kind of open things up because he's a pretty solid replacement running back. I think he come in and get some, you know, he can open up some space for Justin Jefferson, I think. And I think Carson Wentz has enough to get it there. It's not like Tua throwing to Tyreek, right, trying to launch it, saying he can't launch it. So I feel good about starting Justin Jefferson, Jordan Mason both, and Carson Wentz. You know, again, same thing. You know, you had J.J. McCarthy, or probably didn't, but you know, maybe you're needing a quarterback to fill in. I think Carson Wentz will be a pretty solid fill-in quarterback this week. Maybe you did have like Tua didn't want to play him, right? Maybe you had Aaron Rodgers, one of these other quarterbacks, Russell Wilson. You're like, I'm not so sure I want to use them this week, right? Thanks, Teflon Taylor, for the like. Yo, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button, too. Head over to that YouTube if you haven't already. Subscribe to Shady Sports Network. It's easy. Just go to YouTube, search Shady Sports Network, and then hit that subscribe button and the bell. We got something. Hit the bell. You'll see we popping off all the time. We got something popping. So, yeah. So, TJ Hawkinson, I think you should feel confident rolling out TJ Hawkinson just because. Right, I think tight end is it's like kind of like, you know, your other safety valve aside from running back, and I think Carson Wentz will look to Hawkinson a lot. Probably a low end tight end one, but still, like I think it could, you know, looking at your other options, I think you're good to go rolling out Hawkinson this week. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Right. On the other side, I wouldn't start Mike Gesicki. I wouldn't start Noah Fant. Probably wouldn't start the Bengals defense, right? Just because I think JJ is going to get 1 or 2 through his defense. He has to. Has he gotten a touchdown this season? Justin Jefferson, that is. 1 touchdown so far. So we got to see that number go up. Got to see you get raised. Got to see you get rise. So, yeah. So that was the Cincinnati Bengals game, right? The other games in the morning, there really wasn't, I don't think, too much fantasy relevant as far as injuries. The Texans and the Jaguars. Ooh, right. Interesting game. Texans and the Jaguars. You got CJ Stroud going against Trevor Lawrence. Both they're healthy. Yeah, and, you know, both are better options, I'd say, than Carson Wentz, right? If you have them, keep them in. Maybe Trevor Lawrence, you're like, he hasn't been so much. But he went off last week, right? The first week against Carolina, man, well, he should have went off. But I think he's picking it up again with Travis Hunter, and you're starting to see that running game, you know, be more consistent. Because you're seeing them use their rookies too over there in Jacksonville. So I think that's just helping out. I think that consistency is helping out. So Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, I guess, you know, if you got him, you go ahead and start him, right? I probably roll out Nick Chubb. I think we saw last week he started waking up, picking it up with that 15 points. Put him in that flex spot. Go ahead and freely put him in that flex spot and not worry about that if you don't have any other options. Nico Collins must start, right, all the time. On the other side, Brian Thomas, Travis Hunter, I'm probably starting those guys for sure. Travis Etienne start. And then, like I said, Trevor Lawrence. Why not, right? You got him. Go ahead and roll him out. Not really too many injuries in that game, but it'll be, can't game. Colts and Titans, same thing, big difference, same diff. Not really any major fantasy injuries that we didn't know about. So in that game, as far as fantasy relevancy, I mean, Daniel Jones been kind of lighting it up. I guess if you went and picked him up, you want to roll him out, and then you could watch him fall. So go ahead and roll out Danny Jones, man. Open up that locker. Jonathan Taylor definitely start going up against this Titans defense. The Colts are ranked 3rd in the NFL in rushing yards per game, so I feel confident rolling out Jonathan Taylor against this Tennessee defense. I mean, we saw RJ Harvey, we saw J.K. Dobbins look like a Jonathan Taylor, right? We're like, ooh, okay, we got it, ready to go, let's get it, right? So yeah, I mean, I feel confident rolling him out against this Tennessee defense. And with Danny Jones eating, that means Michael Pittman, he's been getting some targets. That means Josh Downs. That means all the receiving core over at the Colts, they've been kind of spreading those targets around, but they have been reliable targets. So reliable, I get, reliable as in, like, if you have them and you're throwing them in your flex, then put them in there, right? I wouldn't probably put them in wide receiver 1 or 2. But Tyler Warren, definitely start that guy, right? Go out and start that guy. He hasn't been lighting it up necessarily, but he has been doing, especially as a rookie, he's been consistent as heck. And he's been in double digits for a tight end. That's what you want to see. So he seems to have a rapport with Danny Jones. So I like to see that, see how that grows and see how that goes, right? On the other side, I'd probably roll out Tony Pollard just because I like that guy, right? That's about it. Very wouldn't roll out anyone else unless you had to. Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley, wide receiver 2, flex spot. Hopefully this is his breakout game, but hasn't done nothing about nothing. But if you got him and you've been waiting, Elick, he went off last week. I don't know if he'll necessarily get those 2 touchdowns this week, especially against a determined what we've seen a determined Colts defense. So we'll see how that goes, but I wouldn't maybe throw him in your flex and set it and forget it if you have to. No other options. But that's it for the morning slate, guys. Hey, I want to take a break. Give me a break. Yo, I'm going to take a break real quick. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Shout out again, Teflon Taylor. Yo, thanks for hitting that like button. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to sit your lineup, right? Bus driver says sit your lineup. Sit your lineups. So I'm going to step away for a second, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that share button and head over and subscribe. Yo, guys, what's good? Welcome back. Hey, thanks for joining me today. It's early Sunday morning. I know if you watching it, man, you probably just zoning in and out, but thanks for tuning in. I know it's not the most exciting, right? Gotta get some music going. Get my theme music up, right? There we go. Oh, let's type right now. Music. I don't know what it is, man. Just can't figure it out, but it's okay, right? We get this bustle rolling. Yes, sir. Right. Hey, wake up to football Sunday morning. Nothing better. So that was a morning slate we went over. The major injuries we knew about through the week, luckily. Nothing too wild, nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. Other than those ones because they sucked, right? Like you don't want to lose Joe Burrow and like possibly out for who knows how long, right? You don't want to lose Aaron Jones. These are guys you want to help you that you drafted to help you get to a championship in your fantasy league. So for those guys to not be out there really, really sucks, right? Like, I don't know. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this set up. Yeah. Anything must be all weird. All right. Anyway, moving on. We'll move on here to the afternoon slate. Sorry, trying to get my morning show set up. Come on, so be cornball. Man. Anyway, move on to the afternoon slates. You still with me, guys? You still rocking it? All right. Let's see. Get these out of the way. So, looking ahead to the noon game or afternoon game or the midday games, I guess. You know, all these games are afternoon, depending on where you are, right? So, looking ahead to the midday games, we got my guys, the Broncos and the Chargers. As far as on the injury front, the Broncos side, nothing really fantasy relevant. That we're looking for. You know, Evan Ingram's out, but was he fantasy relevant? Right? Not really. He hadn't done nothing. Yo, hey, where's Evan Ingram at? I'm trying to find him. Where's he been? We don't know, but he's out now with a back injury after it was his neck injury. So, you know, I guess you could say that's fantasy relevant, but we weren't expecting him to play if you had him like myself with my homer pick, right? On the Chargers side, Will Disley's out. So he has a knee injury. He didn't practice all week due to that knee injury, so he won't be available today. He's completely out. So if you're using him as a tight end, I'm sorry.
Game over.
It doesn't matter who you had, right? If you're using him. We've been seeing Najee Harris come around a lot more. So it'll be interesting to see. I think he's probably going to take over as the RB1 in that backfield over there in LA. That'll be interesting to watch how that breaks down. But I definitely think sooner or later, maybe not today, but maybe today, we might see a whole lot of Najee. Yeah. So, what is this? Cornball. Sorry, my NFL today is not wanting to connect exactly right. Let me see. All right. So yeah, I think we'll see Najee Harris sooner than later as RB1 for the LA Chargers. Anyway, getting into it, some starts. I mean, man, if you got Bo Nix, you got to continue to rock with him, right? He was rolling last week, so we'll see if he continues to roll RV reverts back to week 1, I think this will give us a 3-week outlook on it, right? So then we'll kind of know where to go from there, and we can determine. But I think as of right now, you got to roll them out if you got them. I mean, really, that's why you drafted them, right? Was to play them. So you might as well go ahead, roll them out, get them out there. Am I on the right network? Okay. Try this. So, as far as some other starts, yeah, I mean, J.K. Dobbins, man, you got to start him if you got him. RB2 for sure all day. Teetering on an RB1 level. 14, they got him ranked as number 14 running back, right? Tougher task against the Chargers, but I think we're going to see him kind of go off and build into his own, unless they decide to give RJ Harvey half of those reps, right? Or as of right now, JK was getting 50% of the reps the past couple games, so around 50%. So unless they decide to spread that wealth, I think you could feel good putting JK out there in your flex spot, your RB2 spot, and not really worry about it. Let's see, I just go to ESPN. Nothing else wants to work. Wow, this cornball. Anyway, Gally can't get my info this morning. Can't get it to connect. What's up? Neither one of them wants to connect. Like, of course, you go live, everything wants to be off. But anyway, back to it. So looking at this Broncos game start, hey, you want to put Courtland Sutton in as your wide receiver 2. I know he had a dud last week, but you know what that means, man. He has a dud, he comes back and he tends to go off the next week. So I think you should have no issue putting Courtland Sutton out there. Ooh, maybe I could pull it up this way. Oh, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Hey, Troy Franklin, that'd be a solid flex start. If you're looking for a flex receiver, I probably would have already picked up Troy Franklin. I think he has, especially it seems like he's got the connection that's finally clicked back in with Bo Nix, and then you saw what they had, over in college. So over at Oregon. So I think we're only going to see that expand, see that grow, and we're about to see it take off. I think Pat Bryant might get a touchdown, but I wouldn't look at him. Lad McConkey, you got to start him if you got him. You're putting him in your wide receiver 2 slot probably right now, and maybe your wide receiver 1, depending on how your team's looking, but hopefully not. Wide receiver 2, and like I said, Najee Harris, I think he might be overtaking that background or that backfield, but if you got him or Amarion, I think you probably got either one of them in as a running back 2 or a flex spot. So go ahead and start him. Justin Herbert, you can go ahead and start him as well. I would definitely start Justin Herbert. What are you guys looking at this Broncos game, this Chargers game? Who are you starting? Who are you sitting? Keenan Allen, I would have him out there in your wide receiver 2 flex spot for sure. If you got him, put him out there. 17 points last week. Number 14 wide receiver overall. I think he's a strong flex play. He's going to go up against Riley Moss, so I think definitely he might go up against Pat Surtain. I think Pat Surtain will probably be on Keenan Allen. And then we'll see, right? He might be going up against a lot of Riley Moss, so I'd go ahead and roll him out, man. Looking at that Dallas-Chicago game. Chicago. As far as fantasy relevant injuries, DeAndre Swift, questionable. He will play, so It's a quad injury, so yeah, I mean, that's your risk. Roll him out if you got him. You stuck with him, get him out there. As far as the Cowboys, fantasy relevant, nothing really that I'm seeing. If you see something, let me know. See something, say something, right? That's what they say, right? Looking at this game, Dak Prescott, start. Got to start him, right? Javonte, you start him until he tells you not to start him no more. I think that's what he's shown so far. Just start him until he tells him not to start him no more. That you probably got him as your running back 1, maybe even, but definitely running back 2, running back 1. Right there. CeeDee Lamb, you're starting him. Pickens, I think a solid flex play for sure. A solid flex play. If you got him in that wide receiver 2 at flex spot, hopefully. Still following Turpin. He had himself a game last week, too. He only had 47 receiving yards. He had 6 rushing yards, but he did have a touchdown. He did have a receiving touchdown. So he came out with 15 points last week. So, as Sam said last week, keep an eye on Turpin. I think we're going to see a lot about him. So feel free to start him. Ferguson had himself a game last week, 16 points, right? 78 receiving yards on 9 catches. Going up against the Bears, he's probably going to get himself a touchdown in there too. So I feel comfortable starting Jake Ferguson. So you want to start Jake Ferguson, right? And then Brandon Aubrey, you want to start as well.
Okay.
Right, Lil John is cool with that. So I wish I had. Anyway, keep it moving. Oh man. I think, if you got no option, you can start Caleb Williams, but I'd probably even look to start Carson Wentz over Caleb Williams. Like I said, DeAndre Swift has that injury, so, kind of probably would stay away from him. But start at your own risk if you got him. Roman Duze, I'm starting him. DJ Moore, I'm going to throw him on my flex spot if I have him. Roman Duze, though, definitely that wide receiver 2 spot. Here's the start. Other than that, not really anybody else that I would roll out from this game. Who would you start? Would you start Cole Kmet? I don't think I'd look at Cole Kmet in this game. Colson Loveland hasn't done anything past anything, so not starting them. They're set for sure. Luther Burden, he's kind of buried right now. We'll see if it starts to connect and some static, make static, but I'd stay away. I would stay away for sure. Moving on. Got Detroit, Baltimore. Man, hey, this is a nice early matchup game going for week 3. This is solid, man. You don't really get games like this till later in the season. So I like this. Not really too many fantasy relevant injuries. Right, there's a lot of injuries. Isaiah Likely's still out, probably gonna come back in like 2 or 3 weeks. But other than that, not really too many fantasy relevant injuries. Both these teams, Detroit 3rd in points per game, Baltimore 2nd in points per game. Detroit 21st in points allowed per game, Baltimore 25th in points allowed per game. Detroit 5th in total yards per game, Baltimore 11th. So that's super close, right? And then you see the shifts. Detroit is 4th in passing yards per game, where Baltimore's 19th. And then Detroit is 15th in rushing yards, where Baltimore is 5th. So you see that flip from passing to rushing, whereas you got passing heavy quarterback in Jared Goff, and then you got a run heavy quarterback, a run heavy team in the Ravens. So you can kind of see that back and forth. But looking at this game, you're starting everybody, right? Jared Goff must start, right? Jahmyr Gibbs, start. Montgomery, a solid start in that second running back or that flex spot, right? Amon-Ra, start. Jameson Williams, solid start in that second wide receiver spot. That's solid flex play, right? I'm putting out Laporta if you got him. I'm running them out. Everybody, like I said, everyone from the side, you're starting. Derrick Henry, start. Lamar Jackson, start. Zay Flowers, start, right? All the main guys, even Mark Andrews. I'm going to roll him out. I know he didn't do anything last week, right? the week before. He didn't do nothing about nothing. 1 reception last week. 1 reception the week before. Less than 2 points both weeks. You know what that means? Lamar Jackson's gonna look to wake him up. So I'd probably roll him out again if I got him. You probably already dropped him, but if you held onto him, I'd roll him out again. Go ahead and use him. Right? I am all about that. Yo, so and not really too many sits. I mean, the rest of the guys you probably are setting. Rashad Bateman, he didn't do nothing. So you probably ain't even put him out anyway, but look for him to, kind of maybe wake up. DeAndre Hopkins, I don't think he'll have the same game 3 games in a row, right? It's hot, man. Put him in. Put him out there in that flex spot. Put him in the flex spot. Put him out there. DeAndre Hopkins. Put him in the flex spot. Put him in the Put him in the flex spot. Put him in the flex spot. Flex him. Flex him. DeAndre Hopkins out there. Oh, what's this? The phone? Yo, hello. What? Start D-Hop in your flex spot. Dude's a starter, man. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. We did it the first game. We did it the second game, right? He has to do it this third game. Let's go. Yes. So it's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a really good game. So, yeah. That was the Lions. The Ravens. Oh, my. That was a Monday night game. The Sunday night game. Last game, guys. Last game. I'll roll out. Chiefs and the Giants. How did that make it? How did that make it into? I don't get it. Anyway, Chiefs, Giants, Sunday night. Fantasy relevant injuries. Xavier Worthy ruled out. Completely out. Right. So you probably found a replacement for him, in which case, you probably threw in D-Hop for that, right? Other than that, not really seeing too many other fantasy relevant injuries, right? Which Russell Wilson are we going to get today, right? Pat Mahomes must start. You got him, start him, roll him out, get him out there, keep him out there, kick him out there. Drop him out there everywhere. Pat Mahomes, go ahead and start him. He's looking good this season, right? With nobody catch, because he has to throw the ball. He has to make them catch the ball, and they've been catching it. So go ahead and start him if you got him. Hollywood Brown, I roll him out there, put him in that flex spot. I think he's going to come back this week. He didn't do a whole lot last week. He 5 receptions, 30 yards. I think he caught all 5 of his targets. So I think he had 5 targets. So he is off the injury report. And he'll play second fiddle. He doesn't have that ankle injury, but I feel confident putting him in that flex spot. In which case, I think it was Tyquan Thornton who took over last week, right? He had the tutty. So look to see if he is going to do a little bit more. They probably have more tape on him, so we'll see what happens. But we see how the Giants let Pickens and Lamb eat last week too. So Pat Mahomes make nothing out of nothing. Kelsey, you're going to start him. Double digits. I think both weeks, right? Oh, gosh. Nothing want to work right for me. It's like, oh, you're live? Let me just screw up. Double digits both weeks, right? No touchdown last week, but I think he'll get in there. I think he'll get in there this week. He's a number 10 wide receiver. Ooh. Ridley, Judy, or Dobbs. I didn't start any of those guys. Right. But yeah. Let me get back to that. Let me finish this up real quick. Anyway. Yeah. So I would probably look to start Kelsey, and Malik Neighbors. Yeah. Start Malik Neighbors. Scatterboo's been getting those running back 1 numbers. I'd roll Scatterboo out. I feel confident putting him in as your RB2. And then Russ, if you got him, just roll him out, see which rush you'll get, and then you can decide what you're going to do after that week. But yeah, start Ridley, Judy, or Dobbs. And what is this, your flex spot? What's your team look like? Where are you putting these guys at? These both your receivers? Mr. Vengeance, shout out. Thanks for joining. But I would love to hear more. Let me know. Are these both your receivers that you're using? Is this the flex spot you're trying to fill? Or what does this league look like? What's your team look like? Well, just what's your team look like for the most part? Let's start there. So get that in. And then, do I golf? I've never golfed. I did the Top Golf before. I've been to Top Golf. Oh, that's the extent. All right. Why is that phone just being so weird? Anyway, it'll be a flex spot. Oh, well, I don't think Joe Flacco is going to do any help for Jerry Jeudy, man. So I would probably stay away from him. I don't know. I thought he was going to do something, and then it's just that quarterback position's just been holding him down. Romeo Dobbs has the best chance, right? Oh, did I go over the Packers game? Yeah, I guess I missed some games. But yeah, he just holding the touchdown last week. Let's see. It's funny. He's playing Cleveland. So it's kind of like which one from which game? Because I don't know about Ridley, right? I don't know, man. He's been dropping all those passes from Cam Ward, Henry, Warren, Amon-Ra. Oh, bro, you got a solid team. There's Amon-Ra, JSN is solid. Scary Terry. Amon-Ra, JSN, Terry. You got 3 receivers? That's wild. In the flex spot, I need Phil. Yeah. I mean, they're playing Cleveland. I think you saw what happened last week. I feel like with the Ravens against Cleveland, right? Lamar Jackson was able to get off and have a really solid passing day. So I'd throw Romeo. I'd feel confident throwing Romeo Dobbs in there. Plus, let's see. He got PPR. Well, he got 11 points the first week, 8 points the second week. That's still better than Jeudy. Jeudy hasn't done anything. I know players bound to pop if they haven't popped, but it's just like they can't get the ball to anyone. So, in my opinion, I would. Oh, I could play Connor or Henderson. I play Connor, right, from Arizona. James Conner. I'd play him, right? That's a solid pick right there. I know he hasn't been the best of best, but he's been solid. He's, consistent around that running back 23, running back 21. So yeah, I'd put Connor out there. Tight ends are hard to put in a flex spot unless you know for sure they're gonna go off and for sure your other tight end's gonna go off. Because if your tight end's gonna go off, then just put them in your tight end spot, right? And the other one's probably not. But if you know both are gonna go off, you got 2 solid tight ends, which you got Tyler Warren and Henderson, or Hawkinson. So, I think I don't know. I'd probably put Connors out there. Oh, Trayvon Henderson. What am I talking about? See, there's one of your co-hosts. Trayvon Henderson has done nothing about nothing. He got 6 points. He got 11 points the first game against Vegas. 6 points second game. Nah. Oh, Jalen Warren. What was I thinking of? Tyler Warren. Okay, Jalen. Oh, that's big difference. Duh. Yeah, I guess that is your running backs. I was thinking Tyler. Even though TJ Hawkinson is still solid. Tight end. But I'd probably put Connor in there. If it's James Conner, I'd probably put Connor in there over. But Dobbs could go off. Gosh, bro. What else do? Dobbs or Connor. Start Travis Etienne or Breece Hall. Man, I've been liking Etienne. I've been rocking with Etienne, honestly, these past couple weeks. Breece Hall, how did he do last week? I know the first week he didn't do nothing. Last week he didn't do nothing. He got 5.8 points. First week he did pretty good. Sorry. Last week he got 5.8 PPR points and 3.8 standard. This week we're playing Tampa Bay. Is this your running back 2 spot? What does your team look like? And thank you guys for joining, Mr. Vengeance. Yo, thanks for getting us questions in. Gretzwa, thanks for getting us questions in. Thanks for joining. Hit that like button. If you haven't already, head over to YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe. But yeah, man, I've been rolling with ETN for sure. Heavy since the beginning of the season. He's been going off. You see, they traded away Bigsby. They were like, okay, we'll use Tootin. We got the rookie. We'll bring him in just because we feel so good about ETN. They felt so good about him last season too. He's just hurt. But he's definitely blossoming, coming out, breaking out, whatever you want to call it. I am starting him every chance I got. Right. ETN, Hall, Mason, and Jacobs. ETN, Hall, Mason, and Jacobs. Yeah, I'm definitely starting ETN. Jordan Mason might have himself a day, right? Especially with Carson Wentz as the quarterback. So they're probably going to be trying to run it a lot. So if he just does good, I think he'll have a chance to get more options. But yeah, Breece Hall, man, it's just been thinking about that, I didn't even think. I mean, Justin Fields is out, right? Yeah, so I'm kind of tight. So he actually could have a decent day, right, with Tyrod Taylor. So that could up their running game. Gosh, but that's a lot of ifs, right? There's a lot of coulds, a lot of hopefully, a lot of maybes. Whereas with ETN, you know he's going to get it, right? Jordan Mason, you know he's going to get it. Josh Jacobs. Is Josh Jacobs coming off an injury? Yeah, he's off the injury report for an ankle injury, so I'll just keep an eye on it. But I'd have no problem rolling out Josh Jacobs, right? You're rolling out Josh Jacobs and ETN. I like ETN a lot, man. Go ahead and run it. Let's see.
Yeah!
Well, John likes it too.
Yeah!
Likes it 2 times. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Thanks for getting those questions or those questions in the start set questions. Get more questions in, guys. Come and chop it up, hang out with me on this bus. I'm just rolling around the block, cruising right now. We just went over my team, went over most of the teams. Sure, there's a few that I missed. I always get off track with it. Need to get my list better together. Whatever. Went over most of the team. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Gratois. Am I saying it right? Gratois over there on Twitch. Yo, we got some Twitch questions coming in. Yo, get it building. Let's go, man. I'm diving into it. So I'm rolling this bus around. Keep hanging with me, guys. Chop it up. But yo, I'm going to step away real quick. I'm going to hit you with this promo. Check out Shady Sports Network if you haven't already. Head over to our YouTube. Please hit subscribe. We're almost to 2,900, I believe, right now. So we want to get over that threshold, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the NFL season. So please tell your friends, help us grow. Tell your family, tell your cousins, tell your aunts, your uncles, your teachers, tell your coworkers. So everyone, check out Shady Sports Network. So I'm the bus driver. Keep this bus rolling. Get my hat right. Make sure my hat good. Somebody let me know. Be like, yo, your hat twisted. But can you see it? Can you see the logo? Oh, there we go. Bring it in. I know my lighting. Trying to get the lighting right. We'll get the lighting right one of these days where you can see everything. But shout out Brandon Blanks for the fresh gear. right? The fantasy reports, the Shady Sports Network gear. Shout out to Brandon Blanks. And just head over to shadysportsnetwork.com. You can find all of that stuff on there. But yo, I'm going to step away real quick, hit you with this promo, and let you see a little bit of what we got.
Cool McCain.
You thought you wanted to go through against Chad Gable, but you didn't. And I'm going to tell you why. Chad Gable would take everything that Gunther's done and bury it.
The Playmaker.
It was on site. AJ Styles walked out there, seen LA like, oh, okay, and then LA Knight hopped out the car, let's go.
Break down everything in TNA, AEW, and all of the WWE programming. Join these two kings, monarchs of wrestling, live every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Central on the Play Caller Sports Talk YouTube channel. Hey, Eagles fan, join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast, every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets.
Hey, Brad, you got to come back Saturday mornings for that indoor and arena football talk, man. You asking the wrong dude. This new international arena league. See a post for on Facebook, team announced for Greensboro. Oh, I think Cool was talking about something like that too, right? Oh man, take it to the group. Shady Sports Network group. They got you, bruv. But yeah, no. We're just going through. Yo, guys, you got your start set questions. Get them in. Don't forget to set your lineups, right? That's the goal of this, to remind you to set your lineups. Check the injury reports. You got like an hour and a half before you got to be ready to go, right? Probably like 2 hours, really. 2.5 hours. So set your lineup. Check the injury reports. If they're iffy, just keep an eye on them. They'll let you know here sooner than later, especially those early morning games. 11 o'clock here in Denver, they come up fast, right? 1 o'clock over there on the East Coast, come up pretty quick. You know, next thing you know, day's already started. So, yo, set your lineup. Let me know how your lineup does, man. My teams today, yo, I got some pretty wild. Should have loaded my team, man. You know, I got some questionables today. I'm like, I don't know, man. Right now, my dynasty, I got 29 points, but I'm projected to lose. So we'll see. I had put in Tua like a dummy. Should have just rocked with Carson Wentz, listen to myself, right? But yo, I got Tua that started, didn't do a whole lot. But I'm rocking out Javonte Williams. This is my dynasty, guys. This is a little hard. Quinshon Judkins, Roman Doomsday, Wandale Robinson, Dallas Goddard, Vlad McConkey, Jake Elliott. It's rough. I am 1-1 in this league. So luckily I'm 1-1 though, right? My league, foosball league, I'm rolling out Dak Prescott. Jaden Daniels found out yesterday is completely out, right? All week we knew Brock Purdy, my other quarterback, he was out. I'm rolling out Dak Prescott. I'm probably going to get the smack. I'm projected to get beat down by like 20 points this week. We have defenses, though. It's a little different, so it could pan out. Dang, will Panthers get their first win? Oh, man, Panthers. Did you see the Falcons Monday night? I don't know if the Panthers are going to get a point. Honestly, I don't know if they will. That's a good one. Falcons and the Panthers. It's another Sunday morning snooze fest, right? Right. Oh, I guess there was a bunch of games that they missed. But anyway, yeah, I don't think so. Although I think we will see a great young quarterback duel in that game. Quite honestly, I do like how Bryce Young's been coming up. Ted McMillan's been holding it down, right? 168 yards over the past 2 games on 11 receptions. So going completely off, right? Going into Amon-Ra mode, right? Some would say. But I think the Panthers, they just kind of got a stronghold over these other guys. The Saints and the Falcons got a stronghold over the Saints and the Panthers, right? So I think we'll see. But that division is so weird and iffy. It always comes down to the last week, somebody losing the division that you thought was winning it the whole time. So who knows? It could be a complete toss-up, right? But the Panthers only allow 14.5 points a game. Or the Falcons only allow 14.5 points a game. The Panthers only score 16 points a game. So something has to give, right? And it's not really like it's a high threshold for the Panthers anyway. So if they're high, their average points per game is what the Panthers allow per game. And then the Panthers are scoring 21 points per game. Or the Falcons are scoring 21 points a game on average. And then the Panthers are allowing 26 points per game. I don't know, man. We'll see. Looks like it is in the Falcons' favor, but we've seen crazier things happen any given Sunday. I don't think the Panthers will. Thanks for checking in, Brad. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hey, you guys. Thanks for getting those questions in, hanging out. Freaking love it. I love it. I love it. But do have to cut it short today. I have to go serve lunch over at the Mission Community Center. So if you're downtown in Denver, come over to the Mission Community Center, say what's up. We'll be serving lunch from 12:30 to 1:30 over there today. So come say what's up to your boy. Or come serve. You can always volunteer. Be happy to send you the link if you want to sign up to volunteer at either the Mission Community Center or it's a little different for the Veteran Service, the Veteran Service Center, but I can still send you a link to volunteer for it. So let me know. Right, come hang with your boy. Let's see. We are looking for donations. We are asking donations right now. Honestly, every little bit helps. Doesn't have to be money. People bring in granola bars, right? People bring in deodorant. We get soap. We use soap a lot, right? Trash bags. We could use trash bags. Toilet paper. Vets always need toilet paper when they move into their place. Right. So that's a couple of things that we can use at not only our Veteran Service Center, but also the Mission Community Center. We have it downtown Denver, both at downtown Denver. And you need a little help, come by Mission Community Center. We serve a continental breakfast Monday through Friday, a hot lunch Sunday through Friday, because like I said, we serve lunch today. We serve hot lunch Sunday through Friday, and then we just have kind of a rest and kind of resource center, during the afternoon on Monday through Friday. So come hang out. Same thing with the Veteran Service Center, kind of one-stop shop for all your veteran benefits. So if you're a military veteran, you're like, oh, how do I apply for my medical benefits, or how do I get my VA loan? Come hang out, come over here. We can get you some resources. Maybe you need help with housing or something. We can definitely help with that. And then as you see these items we're requesting. So if you want to help out some veterans, want to help out the community, those are the ways you can do it. We have people that send Amazon, items through. We have the addresses. Get with me. I'll send you the addresses. We have people that, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be cash. It doesn't have to be anything big, right? It doesn't have to be much. If you have a jacket, that'll help somebody, right? Realistically. So, coffee, ground coffee is a big thing. We always need coffee. Shoes, probably size like 9 through like 11. Those are probably the big sizes. So like around like the medium sizes. The bigger sizes are great. They're awesome. But like I said, deodorant, shaving cream, razors, t-shirts. So anything, every little thing helps. So just want to put that out there before I do get off these airwaves. That is what I do with my time when I'm not here on the Shady Sports Network. Just doing what I can to help, right? Every little thing helps, guys. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys for joining in. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for joining in, hanging with us. It's been real. It's been fun. Every Sunday morning, I'm trying to come and do this. So come back next Sunday morning over here on Shady Sports Network. I'll remind you to get your injury updates going. You know, start this bus up all early and get it rolling. Rolling. Get it rolling. And hopefully, you know, out of it at the end of the season. Hopefully we can spot that before and we're like, okay. Yeah. So winning, keep it winning, keep it grinning, keep it going. Check back again, as you saw Monday nights for Monarchs of Wrestling. Check in Tuesday nights. I'll be back. Fantasy reports, right? We'll have other shows on Wednesday nights. Thursday nights, Dynasty Academy. Friday, Saturday is a bus stop. So come and hang with us, guys. Come and kick it with us. Come and hang with me, Pippin. Let me show you where I kick it at, like T.I. say, right? But yeah, guys, it was real. It was fun. I enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining. And until then, keep it real, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the games today. Don't forget to set your lineup. Be easy.
I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer. I'm a game changer.